Once again, somehow, some way, we're back.
Yes.
Hidden Sound Pod. We're talking anime. It's me, your host, St. Abe, with my brethren, Bradwick.
Hello, we're back.
Normally I do comment watch, but I have a baby and I have no comments. I've been posting. My posting has been slacking, so I'm skipping comment watch, but I'm dedicated to the cause. Next week, we will have a comment watch because the last two things that we looked at have been so just so awful.
Yeah, this was a tough one. This one is not even done yet.
It's not even done. It's even worse. But anyways, before we start, we'll get right to the news. And even the news was pretty light this week. So we'll start off with kind of a continuation of the big piracy shutdown of 2024.
Yeah,
the big anime bust of 2024.
If you're running a pirate site, you might
run away.
Start unplugging them computers.
Oh my god, run away. So I bucketed it into one section here in our show notes, but so first they've shut down another big one called Kim Cartoon. Like they're just going for everyone. Yeah, it doesn't even matter if it's anime anymore.
Yeah, they're going for everybody.
Like if your anime doesn't even matter. We're coming for your whole life. So this is Kim Cartoon, and looking at the website, they it's anime, but it's also like I think like Bob's Burgers and SpongeBob SquarePants, and so they got hit with the was it the DMCA notice, and they promptly put a thank you for all your support.
They were like, we're not even gonna try.
I'm like,
we're not even gonna fight this. Because I think isn't Disney isn't getting involved with this?
This one, yeah, I think they would have to because they have their properties on here. So my first question is, what support? What is it? The ads? Like, no one's paying money for these things, right?
Yeah, I don't know if because some people could be doing it for free. I don't know. Like, I don't know what money they would be. They would be getting out of this. But I guess Kim Cartoon had a lot of monthly visitors, like at 10.3 monthly visitors, which is insane.
Which is insane. That's incredible. And I'll get more into this in the next one, but Attack on Titan is on Crunchyroll. Like, what 10 million people are? I guess it's a global audience, right? So, if you're in a country where your dollar isn't, going a long way, and you can't afford, like let's take Venezuela for instance, your dollar has nosedive. I guess, this would be the only way for you to watch it. I do know that some of these streaming sites do adjust their pricing based off of location.
Yeah.
To kind of mitigate some of the currency discrepancies, but 10 million, my gosh.
Yeah, they got a lot of people.
My God.
And they were just like, we're not going to fight this.
I wonder what other shows were on Kimtoon. Who knows? But it's gone. I can't even check it because it's down. Yeah, so it doesn't even matter.
It has disappeared.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the screens. Oh, they had Teen Titans Go. They had Family Guy. Oh, they were really out. They were really out here. Okay, well,
they were. This was a fight they were definitely not going to win with all the.
Look at this. Someone drew a Peppa Pig fan art that is one of the characters in Peppa Pig, with a tombstone that says R.I.P. Kimtoon 2014 to 2024. Yeah, nah, it's not coming back. Yeah. So anyways, RIP to that site. Yeah. So continuing on to more piracy news. The world's biggest free adult manga piracy site has been sued by a U.S. company for copyright infringement.
Unplug the computers now. What are you waiting for?
I'm scared to say the name of the site because for fear of getting.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say it anyways. So it's I think it's N hentai that I got. So I was like, man, and for research of the show, I decided to go to this. I went to the site.
I just doing research for the podcast.
Yeah,
I promise we'll be famous after this.
for science. I went on. I was like, wow, all right. The site's still up. Only go if you're over 18.
Right.
But count your years. Count your years. Count your years.
Check it out now.
Yeah, check it out now before it's a wrap. I don't know if it's gonna last after this, but anyway. So, world's biggest free adult manga piracy site sued by a U.S. company for copyright infringement. California company PCR Distributing is one of the affected copyright holders. The company does business under various brands, including J18 and JST USA, and sees this site as a major threat to its operation. So, I have a interesting Reddit take on here, which is kind of where I land. Kind of. In short, it's like the person names a bunch of manga distributors that it would make sense to sue because they also put out English versions of all their things, and they make, at least for people who can afford these things, and it's very accessible, to different countries and to different languages.
Yeah.
Whereas the company that's suing, the Redditor was getting into it and saying, well, why would they sue? Most of their properties are not available in English. They have the sole English rights, but their properties are not available in English. So this site is doing the Lord's work, if you will, by translating these adult mangas into having English dubs, right?
Yeah.
So, which was kind of my take from before, like back in like 08, 07, when you were like watching manga or anime back in the day through LimeWire and BearShare. That was it. That was the game.
Yeah, that was pretty much what it was.
Yeah, and so until Crunchyroll came, I mean, how else was I going to get the dubs, right? And so,
right.
Only a small handful of J18 properties are even in this adult site, but by most of their properties, they don't have English versions for. So, I thought that was an interesting take.
I wonder if it's like don't take liberties with the stuff that we make or stuff that we put. I don't know if there's something like that. Like, wait, we could have put it in English.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They have the rights to make the English versions of these things and to distribute. And so
they should be doing it, like instead of then getting in the situation where you have pirators like doing it for you, and you're like, wait, why are you doing it?
But it's also not cost effective. Like this is one of those things where I would have been like, all right, let's make a deal. You give me then again, how are they making money? So I don't know if there has to be some way. I guess all the ads. There was a bunch of ads on there. My computer has cancer now. So once again, I visited this site for science.
Yeah,
my computer has cancer. But
a lot of those sites just ads popping up. You can't play anything, can't read anything, can't play anything. You have to click all through these ads first.
Yeah, so for 10 million visits a month, like that is still some level of cash.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they could have cut a deal because if they're not going to translate the sites anyways, I'm like, well, just let them do it.
I know. If you're not going to do it, you might as well just let them do it for you.
Look, don't visit the site unless you're 18 years old.
Yes,
then have
that is the most important thing we should be mentioning.
Right. So, yeah, if you're a piracy site, Godspeed. You're not going to make it.
It's like the red wedding of piracy.
It's literally it's the red wedding of piracy.
They're going through everything.
That's still going to be the clip.
Watch, next episode, we're going to have another story.
No, for real. I was like, this is crazy.
Piracy update. Who got whacked next?
Well, technically speaking, the next news article is not technically piracy, but it's in the same vein. So, Berserk publisher declares Studio eclipses the Black Swordsman anime illegal. So, you sent me this. This is I guess there is a fan-run anime that is about to be put out for Berserk because I guess I
think it's the first arc. I want to say that's what I think the swordsman, the Black Swordsman arc is the first arc. I think that was also part of the 1997 original series for Berserk. So I guess they just want because they had another anime
Have
later
you read the
on.
Manga?
No, the manga is
incredible, right?
And is probably one of the best of all time. Probably. I just saw the anime from 1997 that just covered one of the arcs.
How was that?
Thought it was good. crazy ending. I thought it was really good.
Wait, so I think I asked you this last week. So they have not. Wait, is the manga? Is it over? Like the
I don't because the creator and he died a few years ago.
coward.
Yeah. Can't put that out there.
Finish your book, J.R.R. Tolkien. Not Tolkien. George R.R. Martin.
George R.R. Tolkien.
What's his name? George R.R. Martin. I said.
Yeah, he wasn't commenting something about the new show. I'm like, what? Finish the books.
Finish the books, man. Like, what are you doing out here?
The well-known J.R.R. Tolkien.
Also a coward. Why'd you die? Coward. So it's not finished.
So it's not. I don't think it's done. But with the anime, they just had that one series for the anime in '97, and then they made a new one. The animation was weird. I didn't see it, but I remember seeing like a trailer for it. It was so odd. But the manga has always been good. So I guess these guys wanted to make a fan animation. It looks really, really good. They got hired voice actors for it.
Really?
An original score. So, and it looks really good until, recently they were like, we're not going to have
Wait, so you never read the manga yet?
I've never read the manga.
So I'm just like, but this is when I'm like, just strike a deal because you guys were not going to do it. Like, that's the thing. It's, were there plans? It's almost like, remember Power / Rangers?
No, I don't.
Wait, what? Power / when the
wait a minute,
the gritty Power Rangers that they put on YouTube. It was like a 15-minute.
Was it like a violent thing or something?
It was hella violent.
Oh yeah, okay,
it was like it was so good.
Yeah,
and,
it was really
good. They got taken down for a sec.
No,
but then Bandai let them keep it up, right? Mm-hmm. Because one, it wasn't even in the same vein. I mean, it was in the same vein.
Yeah.
As the original. It was like a gritty. Like time jump to the future of and it was like its own telling, so it didn't really compete with the movie that was coming out. But to me, it just built more buzz for the brand. It didn't quite tell the story that the movie that came out eventually did, the new movie. But is it Bandai? Yeah, Bandai.
Bandai, something like that. Yeah,
I think they were smart. Let them keep it up. They're not telling the same exact story. And even with this, it's like you've already told the story of the first arc, and there's no plans to retell it. So my thing is, can't y'all just cut a deal?
I don't know. This is a tough one because it does look really good, but it's like, maybe they might want to do something with it, so it's like we don't want you just like doing stuff with our with our property like this. So, oh man, like I know people because it's been talking about for a while. Like, I know the trailer came out for it. I don't know if it was like a year ago or something like that. So this was people were kind of looking forward to it, but now it looks like it may not happen. And
my thing is, why'd you all wait so long? Like, what y'all? You saw the Patreon. Like, what were y'all doing? Like, just
so it's called Studio Eclipse.
My thing is, you have an unfinished manga, maybe not unfinished, but like you have an unfinished anime series that's gone nowhere. You have people who are excited about it. I mean, even if this is copyright infringement to some degree, I'd argue you weren't doing anything with it. There's money to be made here, right? Like they should give you part of the profits because it is their property, right? But to me, there is nothing but upside for the
because maybe Smart's okay. We don't got to do all the animation. It's like maybe we just take what they got. Maybe like just combine our powers a little bit. And then find a way to work together. But of course, they wouldn't. I mean, they maybe should, but they won't.
See, no,
and also, the Studio Eclipse are also producing an Attack on Titan anime for a satisfactory manga ending.
This is the
same studio that that's doing this Berserk thing. They're producing an Attack on Titan ending to make the endings satisfactory for the manga. You know how the manga one was kind of weird.
Okay, that I have more of a problem with because
that I don't think they should be doing.
Yeah, because the show is still fairly recent, right? Mm-hmm. With a top-notch studio involved, and like we're not even talking about it being unfinished, like, you know what I mean? And it's like it's recent. Like for me, I think our copyright laws are too long. It's like death plus 70 years, right?
Oh yeah,
which is a little like wild. But if I was the God King of America, and I had, or the world, and then it had to make my own copyright law. Like, I feel like how long? So when did Berserk come out?
The manga, I don't know when the manga came out. I know the anime came out in like 1997.
97. Shoot, yeah, because I'm like at the 30-year mark. I'm kind of like, maybe it's okay for some fan. Yeah, I don't know. I still think that I think this is fine. I know it's subjective, and I don't know why the Attack on Titan thing is a big no for me, but it's also like it just happened. But
1989.
Yeah, see,
1989 was when the manga came out.
So we're talking almost.
I'm only older than this series by like a day. For 4 months, or it's like
that's what I'm
months.
saying. We're talking a
7 months. Excuse me.
See, like a 30+ year show. I'm kind of like that's when the copyright law should start letting some of the red tape go. Like we have it as a big cutoff date where once like how old Mickey is out of copyright right now.
Oh yeah,
right. It's like it was a hard date. I don't think it should be like okay, well, for after 30 years we allow some fan with money going to the original creator, like some kind of like gradual and then in 60 years no more giving money back, right? But like
because they really are taking their time with this, because it came out in 1989. The first series came out in 1997, and then the next series came out in 2016.
Jesus Christ.
And that was only...
That's the bad one.
I think that was only 24 episodes.
Yeah, I like...
So it's like, you better chop shop. We've been waiting. We've been waiting for a while, and everybody likes it. I don't know how the release date for the manga has been. I know the guy was taking breaks and stuff like that.
For the manga?
Yeah, I don't think it was...
He's dead.
No, throughout the years when he was doing it was
he's back. He's back.
I don't know what they're doing now, but so they've really taken their time of like what they put out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm like free studio clips. I think they should at least work. The publisher should work with studio clips. Speaking of long running anime that won't finish, HunterxHunter.
It's been going on a minute.
So he just finished his Togashi just finished the next chapter and put out a little tweet saying, thanks to everyone. I was able to deliver the color manuscript to the editor. I received warm encouragement, words of concern, and felt your support. Thank you very much. However, my back pain has definitely worsened. And that was it.
Oh my God.
And so
these guys,
get someone else to draw it, yo.
Yeah, these guys go through so much. Like,
just get someone else to draw it, though, right? Like, why would? I mean, I know, I get it. You want to be part of the entire process, so I mean,
because now when you see what happened to Akira Toriyama, dying and stuff, and now people with One Piece, like with One Piece and Eiichiro Oda. It's like, please finish the series, but it's like, but don't if you gotta.
But he hasn't stopped though.
He's taking like a week break and every now and then and stuff like that. But I think a year ago he might have taken a month or so break from the
is that still doing the old school weekly?
One Piece, yeah, but I think there have been times he's taken a
season. Why can't they change it? Too much money. That's probably why.
Yeah, I think they want them to keep churning them out.
Oh my God!
So it's like. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and you can see these guys getting like sick, and
But HunterxHunter's like not even close to being done, right?
That's been going on a long time. I don't know how after the anime. I saw the anime. I don't know how much they've been showing since the anime ended. or how many arcs they've done. I know they've been going on breaks, but it might be best. Maybe let's try to find a way to wrap this up because, it's too like you're seeing a lot of series that are finishing up, like My Hero Academia, JJK is wrapping up, and these things only started what 6, 7, like maybe 8 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, but I think the mindset of those people were like they have a closed loop world. They have intentional endpoints, whereas a lot of those shows back in the day. I mean, that's the era of sitcoms. Things just went on forever.
Yeah, it's like
there was no game.
I don't have to stop ever. It's just like it's like maybe it's time to wrap it up for your sake.
You want to hear a hot take?
What?
I don't care about HunterxHunter. Never cared for it. Never cared for it.
It's good.
I think I got to it too late.
It's maybe because I saw the when they had it out the first time in the late 90s, and then with the new one they did some remastering, and then they had the next arc after where it left off. Mm-hmm. Everybody loves it. I thought it was good. I didn't like it as much as everybody else did. People, I'm like, all right, it's good. I don't think it's that good though, but people really, really like it.
It commits my cardinal sin of media. Two of them actually. Of anime. Kids are stupid and they suck. Why are they the most powerful thing? The dude's like 7 or 9 or whatever the age is, and he's going on an adventure. Don't like it. Never like that, right? Mm-hmm. Which is fine. That's an all anime. I can get over it. Yeah. But then 2, the power scaling just never made sense to me. And then 3, I think I was knee deep into Naruto. I think Shippuden had come out, but by this point I'm knee deep into the lore, and I can see a lot of the references, right? And influences from HunterxHunter, but it was too late. I was like, this.
One thing I didn't like about HunterxHunter was they had the whole Hunter exam or whatever. And then they didn't start talking about Nin or whatever until after the Hunter exam. I'm like, wouldn't this come up earlier? Like, no one's talking about Nin during the Hunter exam. Yeah. After the Hunter exam, everybody's talking about it now. I'm like, why didn't you say that all those episodes before this?
Yeah, I think once again, I think I just got to it too late because a lot of it was just kind of things were just happening, and I would have appreciated it if I watched it back when it came out. Like I would think it'd be hard for someone to watch Dragon Ball Z right now without going, "What is happening?"
Oh yeah, now people you will question a lot more like their storytelling.
Whereas with me, Dragon Ball Z, all is forgiven.
Yes,
all is forgiven.
I don't care. It's cool.
Don't care. It's super cool.
But some of these illustrators, authors, mangakas, they gotta take a break because this got to be a painful job and a lot of pressure. The studios want you to
get someone else to draw it. Just write the story in your head. Tell Siri.
The studio not gonna agree to that. They're gonna be like, hey, can I have my friend draw this?
Nappa might not, but I'm sure Toei's okay. No. They're still doing weeklies.
I'm sure this corporation's okay.
Oh my god. Oh.
They probably was like, hey, can my friend draw it? No. Get back in there and die.
Yeah, I know. All right.
The greatest anime of all time.
Let me just make sure I was the kid. Oh god.
All right.
All right. This is Rick and Morty, the anime. All right. Did you ever watch the main Rick and Morty show?
Yeah, I saw most. I didn't see the last season. I think whatever the final season before they kind of stopped. But I saw most of it though.
Yes, I watched the first 4 seasons, 4 or 5, and that kind of then kids. Yeah, but which to me, this is for the original series. Season 1 was good. I thought it was a little overhyped, but 2 and 3 incredible. I love season 2 and 3, even 4 for that matter, of the original series, right? So, all that to say, this Rick and Morty anime had so much to go off of. It had so much, it had so much base material. Yeah. I am in pure awe to how bad this was.
Yeah.
Is this even canon? I don't think it's canon.
I don't even know what I was watching. It's like the only thing. Like I think I just thought is. I think one reason I don't like this, it kind of exacerbates the things that some people like. Reasons why people don't like Rick and Morty in the first place. Because I know you have on the notes like, oh, they're always like talking, like, you know, they're trying to be smart. Yeah. And it's kind of I'm like, all right, bro, can you just tell me what's going on? Yeah. I don't care about, like, we can get to that. Just tell us, like, all I know is that Morty was in a virtual reality, and if he stays in there too long, he goes too deep into it, and then he's in there, and then he comes. I'm like, it just got really.
Yeah, they didn't make a clear distinction of when he was in the virtual reality and what was real. In general, the plot was the Federation wants to get Rick because Rick has a bomb or something. Yeah. Or he has some kind of time distortion vial or whatever. Yeah. And so they want to get Rick, but then they capture Rick, but it's actually a fake Rick. And then that fake Rick is basically a bomb and it blows up the Federation. And that's the first 4 episodes. And I can't tell you what else happened. I can tell you things I saw. I have no idea why they happened. I don't know how they happened. Like it is told so haphazardly. Yeah. So like with the original Rick and Morty, it's episodic, like Adventure of the Week with an overarching long plot. Yeah, yeah. Where this, understandably, they made it a typical like 10-episode arc of some sorts. Right. The arc is nonsensical. It makes 0 sense.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I think I got no. It's why is Rick here and there and Rick with long hair, and then it's just like the only. I think one of the characters from the original is the other. What's the Rick's daughter's name again? The mom or whatever. I think that other version of her is also in this. I think.
Oh, Summer. Not Summer. What's the mom's name? But the Space Mom. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's not. It's just taking out. It's not. I don't think it's canon.
Yeah, it's not canon. Yeah,
it has. But it has that. It pretty much lifts. It's like a side quest from somewhere around season 5 or 6. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's not like it's original recipe Rick and Morty from season 1. It's like things have happened. It's probably one of the biggest flaws. It relies too much on the fact that Rick and Morty. It takes
that is true.
You know, and that is true. And so it does not take. But at the same time, the exposition is so bad. They like they explain things in such weird ways, like you're an idiot. But they don't explain the things that need to happen. All right, taking a step back. Okay, this is up your alley. Voice acting. Atrocious. Absolutely.
It was. Jerry was probably miscast.
No, the only person I thought was maybe spot on was Morty. He actually sounded like original Morty.
I didn't think they were that. Only Jerry where I was like, okay, if you're trying to have him be the original actor. I forgot the guy's name, but he's really good. But he was on Saturday Night Live. Yeah. But if you were trying to actually match his voice, that was not the right voice for it, basically. Because I was like, man, that is not.
Yeah, it's
everything else was I'll say passable.
Yeah, I think half the people they were trying to sound like the original person, and the other half weren't. And the half that were trying to sound like it just didn't, and the ones that just didn't give a crap didn't even get the spirit of the character. Like even Rick, like the spirit of what Rick is supposed to be, which is so. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that the animation is so poor. It just looks like
it is very distracting.
It's so distracting.
It is so. I'm like,
and the problem is the director has worked on some big things. Like I think he worked on Attack on Titan. He worked on
not anymore.
He has some he actually has some street cred, if you will, with the in the anime world. I'm gonna pull up his name. So hold on one second. So his name is Takashi Sano, and Yeah, he has some street cred apparently, but I gotta God, I don't.
Takashi.
You see his hold on, let me look it up real quick.
All right, IMDb. Oh, Lupin the Third.
Lupin the Third is what he had. Okay, Lupin the Third.
Crisis in Tokyo.
How about was Attack on Titan in there?
If I can.
All right, well maybe not, but I'm gonna have to splice that part out if not true. but yeah, he has some street cred. He worked on Lupin the Third. He worked on Tower of God. You know,
the game cutscene director for Fire Emblem Three Houses, which I heard was pretty good.
Yeah, so he's not new to the game, right? He's been around. But this, I mean,
yeah, this
was bad, man. Yeah, so and then one of the first big mistakes is that apparently you were supposed to watch the anime shorts. They were apparently Rick and Morty anime shorts on YouTube. So I had no idea until today because I was like, am I going crazy? So there's anime shorts of I think it's directed by different people, but Sano did 2 or 3 of the shorts, and apparently if you watch the shorts, it's supposed to give you a better idea of what is going on in the series, which is absolute nonsense. It's kind of like Final Fantasy 13, where it's like I have to do homework for this.
No, that's more like Final Fantasy 15 because they were like, oh, make sure you watch this anime. Hey, watch this short before. Okay, you start playing. I'm like, what is happening? Oh, did you read the thing and watch the? I'm like, why? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, see, and so it's pulling a Final Fantasy 15. You got to do homework. Things just happen. Literally, I can't even explain it here, and it won't make any sense. So, like Elle, the love interest, right?
Yeah.
She's in the video game. Then she's talking to Rick. So, here's what I think is happening. I think with the vial at the time-space vial,
yeah,
I think what's happening in the game is bleeding into like the dimension hopping.
Yeah, that's
bleeding into the real world.
Yeah,
but they do not explain. Like they don't explain anything.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's complete trash.
But mind you, we only saw the 4 episodes that are currently out. Episode 5 is out tonight, I think.
I'm not watching it. I'm done. No. Do not watch this. I would be so hard pressed if they fix this.
Yeah. Currently on IMDb, 2.7 stars. Out of 10.
No, for real, it is bad.
It is not. Yeah, it's not great. I was like, immediately, I'm like, man, this is a mistake.
Like some of my notes here. Teleporting without a portal gun. One of the Ricks teleport without a portal gun. I'm like, wait, no, you can't do that.
I know Justin Roiland got in trouble and whatever, and has dealing with issues with that. But I think if he was still on there and they decided to go the anime route, I don't think this would be happening right now. I don't think they would go in this direction.
Well, no, I think Dan Harmon is more of like the.
He's kind of more the director.
Or
at the very least, Dan Harmon wouldn't be doing this.
They should have just did a sharp turn, animation style, comedic style. They should have just made their own story.
Yeah.
It tries too hard to be the original series.
That's true.
And that's his biggest fault. They try too hard to be that, and the voice actors aren't there. Because remember, the voice acting is very idiosyncratic. It's very much a lightning in a bottle, right?
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do a brand new series, just do something different. Just change the animation. Like once again, do Suicide Squad Isekai. They should have just did that.
Yeah, I was like, why would you make this animation so like kind of almost similar to the original show? I was like, and it looked worse. I'm like, what are you like? What are you doing? I'm like,
see,
I got mad because before one of the episodes, Nothing like seeing the beautiful animation of Hayao Miyazaki from the Boy and the Heron.
I
was like, man, that sure looks great. Well,
Yeah.
here comes this stupid.
I saw that.
I was like, well, here comes this stupid show about to come on.
I saw that. Yeah, on HBO Max.
I was like, that movie sure looks incredible, but in this one just looks stupid.
They advertise for those who haven't
Just warning us, please turn from this.
Yeah, they preview other anime shows being a Hayao Miyazaki movie. Before this, just to ruin your experience because that animation is really good. This show doesn't feel like Rick and Morty at all. That's the biggest sin, I think. It doesn't feel like Rick and Morty. It takes itself a little too serious.
Yeah, that is true. That I think they try to like do that whole like they're trying to. I feel like they're really trying to add. Rick is so smart, and like we want to. Let's double down on that. And it's like, all right, I know what you're trying to do.
You know what would have been cool? Even Chainsaw Man, I felt like is the tone they could have kind of.
Yeah, they could have done it. Like they could have done it that way.
Yeah, this is my big issue with things like the Lion King remake, right? Where if you look at The Lion King in the 90s or even Beauty and the Beast or Little Mermaid, it's based off of IP,
right? And
they just go in name only. We're just going to take the feel and make a whole new thing, right? Yeah. But then when they redo them again in the 2010s and 2020, like the Lion King remake, they try to make the original story, but it doesn't quite capture. Just be different. Just take some of the bits and just run a new show because... God help me, the Death Note remake. I know it's bad, but what I like about it is that it's just different. So you're not stuck going, well, this isn't the same. It's just a brand new thing with certain beats. I'd rather you take the risk than try to recreate it because then you get a big nothing burger like Cowboy Bebop, right?
Oh, yeah.
See, Cowboy Bebop is just, it's a big nothing, right? It's just a recreation that's worse, where at least with Death Note, it's a little bit memorable, you know. It's like
that's true.
You know what I mean? It's like it's a big swing. It's a miss, but they're at least trying something different. Where once again with Rick and Morty, the anime, it's just like
they're trying to be. I think they're still trying to be Rick and Morty, the original, but like it's cool, like it's anime, but But they're not really trying to do their own thing, really.
Yeah, because it's basically a new team. So don't try being them. It's a brand new team.
But I do think that's kind of a tough line to toe a little bit, because like I'm trying not to spoil this for you. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things where you kind of like you're pushing and pulling, because if you're like a fan of something, it's like you can't help but like it wasn't like that in the original, and you get like that, like hey, what, like so like for some people like people will complain about that. People will complain this was not like it was in the original Final Fantasy VII, or this wasn't like it was in like the original Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Some people I like how they're taking chances, but there are a lot of people that want the same thing that they got.
But it's also a trick there, though. They call it Final Fantasy VII Remake, which kind of sets the box.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, Rick and Morty, just be something else, man.
The anime, they should have. Yeah, the animation should have been
just
way different. Way different. If somebody said, "Hey, we're gonna make an anime," and you gave me that, I'm like, really, where is it?
Right. Like, have you seen the fights? Like the fight scenes in the OG Rick and Morty are
they're
great.
Really good.
They're really good.
Yeah.
They're like the art style is simple, but boy, do they stretch that out when they, especially season 2 and 3 and on, they really go to town. Freaking Pickle Rick, like that entire episode is just like the fight choreography is fantastic, man. Like just great fight choreography. Yeah. They make their characters more detailed over time. The one fight scene with was it Tammy and Space Mom or whatever? Yeah. I can't tell you why anything happens. I have no idea why anything happens.
Yeah, we were watching. We were like, oh. As soon as it started, I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is gonna be tough.
They keep doing that thing where it's they keep over explaining like who, like they keep almost talking down to the audience, like explaining like this is a it's weird because in Rick and Morty, the actual show, they just kind of are like just go along with it, you know. This thing does a thing, that's it, don't ask any questions, just run with it, right? Whereas on this show I felt like they kept talking down to the audience and over explaining things that didn't
it's a black hole, Morty. It's like a black hole like everyone's heart. I'm like,
yeah, it's like, the dialogue.
And it's like, all right, just go, just finish.
Yeah, dialogue is bad. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about this show. This
is a hard one. I was like, I don't have any notes. It was like, it's so.
Even the cut, like, I guess the last thing I'll say is, so in the original show, they cut between dimensions, and it's kind of seamless, and it also feels a little contained. Like, I think what got me so mad was, I think it was episode 3. It just kept jumping and jumping.
Yeah, it was going to different, and it was just, where the original one, it establishes that you're jumping through other dimensions. Like, okay, they're just going to different places.
Right, it's like rules.
They're just like, all right, change scene. And I'm like, wait, where are we?
Like, L's a person, L's an alien, right?
Yeah, I did not follow that.
I did not follow that. Yeah, so like, L is like this love interest in a video game who's a person, but then L is now a super killer cyborg, and this planet loves Morty. But then
she's like with the government. It's like, wait, is she on like Rick's side or not? I'm really
and then she's talking to Rick like that. Now Rick's talking to her, you know. And I feel like what's gonna happen is that it feels like Tenet.
I did not see Tenet,
and I like Tenet just because it's like it's beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for Nolan things. The music's incredible. Even the music sucked in this. Music sucked in this. Oh my god. I wrote that down. The intro is the most Chat GPT or whatever AI music
thing. It was like Japanese music, anything.
Japanese music anime for Rick and Morty. It is so it's so frustrating. It's so just like keyword anime. Like, put in the prompt anime, and that's what you got. You got an anime song.
Yeah, that's
like, it's God. Just. It was a waste of everyone's time. Oh my god!
Yeah, and there's still like 5-6 episodes left. I'm like, I don't know who's gonna keep watching.
No, we're not finishing, bro. I can't do it. Suicide Squad Isekai, God help me, at least gave me a cool intro, a weird outro.
At least it looked like that. It was visually appealing. I'm like, all right,
it was actually. So I watched this thing about Suicide Squad Isekai. Actually, it's funny because the anime is the animation is super lazy and bad, but the designs are decent. I like how they design.
The design. Maybe that's what it is.
But it's the design. The animation, if you pay attention, is actually really bad. I didn't realize, but the designs I thought were good. The designs here are just.
Yeah, I was like, this is.
Yeah, I mean,
this is. Wait, what? Who greenlit this?
Like, who's Frank? Remember Frank? Frank? Like the weird in the like the second episode who. He was the
the guy Morty's friend then
Wait, what is that?
I was like, what is happening?
Who's Frank? Yeah, it's just don't watch the show, guys. Just it's such a bad show. I can't even.
Don't waste your time.
Anything else, Brad?
No.
And nothing to say.
Throw this one in the trash.
In the trash heap. Don't ever do this again to me.
No.
Anyways, we gotta figure out
something better next time.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We gotta figure out what to do next week, man.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the better show?
How far are you with Fullmetal Alchemist? Still 17.
I can wrap it up in 2 weeks.
All right, because I have some days off. I can probably finish it.
Okay.
Well, I'm only on 30 something anyway.
All right, we're gonna do a classic.
Oh god,
my brain hurts. All right, guys.
Yes.
It's been the Hidden Sound Pod. This was an awful show. Don't watch it.
Yes. 0 stars. 0 stars.
All right, we'll talk to y'all next time.
All right, see you.